By which team? Your team or my team?
Both teams. That was Broncos Raiders Thursday night level of boring.
Actually, that might have been the exact score.
It was, except the Broncos won 10-7. That game was so boring. I'm kind of pissed off. I'd spent all that time finding an illegal stream to watch it. I could have went to bed for 10-7.
Nah, that game was excruciatingly frustrating to watch as the home team and fan because you was just like, yo, dog, how are y'all not ready to play this game at home? Like, this was sad. You know what? No, and I shouldn't say that because the defense came
Yeah.
ready to play. That offense, that was one of the most pathetic. Yo, man,
For
Aaron
me,
Rodgers used to pray for defenses like that.
yes, he did. Aaron Rodgers sacrificed his career so Jordan Love could have a defense like that.
Come on, man, what we doing?
He did he have under 100 passing yards?
Who? Jalen Hurts?
Jordan.
Nah, he probably had a little over 100.
How you come out the bye week and only muster up 10 points? You had
No,
you had you
no,
had you had
Oh, you talking about the
I'm
Eagles?
talking about the Eagles. You had 2 weeks to prep for this. How to attack that defense. And all you can get was 10 points. That's it.
What did Jalen have to say about this one?
Jalen is always consistent. Who won the game? That's all that matters to Jalen. He probably the only athlete who say that and mean it. He don't care about stats. Did we win? Yes. Fine. But I'm waiting for that AJ tweet because he need to post it. AJ, I feel you, dog. I 1000% understand. He said all the right things after the game. But if that tweet hit tonight at 12:07 a.m., I wouldn't be angry at all.
What tweet?
Whatever cryptic tweet AJ gonna post, whatever Instagram post, whatever tweet come out of AJ mouth,
You're
I'm
saying
right.
you understand his frustration?
I understand his frustration
Why?
because they had 2 weeks to prep for this Packers game. He got 3 targets, 2 catches for 13 yards, and then whatever the fuck that was on that fourth down at the end of the fourth quarter, that go ball.
Devontae said it's fine though.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he did.
At least y'all's offense was doing something. They didn't want to do something until it was.
Can I say how much I love watching Josh Jacobs play football? Like
Yes.
he was running last night. I was like, oh man. So somebody a running back who just want to run through your face in the cold. He cut his arm and his eye and was like, nah, dog, put me back in.
Every time he touched the ball and he made a cut, I'd be like, right there. He'd be like, oof, get up in there.
Like I know that the Eagles made him earn every yard, but man, like that touchdown run, he dragged cats from the 6, and not like DBs. Like that was Jordan Davis, if I'm not like it was like Jordan Davis and Zach Bond, and he dragged all them cats in the end zone.
That's why I like having him on my team and my fantasy team where I can. It's funny, every league I got Josh Jacobs in, we ain't doing too bad.
Like
And I
how
want
many running backs can do that? Henry, Jacobs, maybe
Jonathan Taylor,
Saquon, JT.
who I also want to talk about later in our fantasy section because
Jesus Christ.
I made another trade too, by the way, in that league. So basically, this morning I woke up and after the waivers cleared, Monday night cleared, I had to look at my teams, specifically my dynasty leagues where there's trade deadlines, and I said, you know what? Where am I now? You know what? First off, let's introduce this pod, ladies and gentlemen. You already know when you see this Nas fade, it can only be one brother, the good brother, Los D Mix, joined every Tuesday evening by the smoothest bald head on the East Coast, Mr. Danny Ocean, Danny Ocean. And we want to welcome you all to episode 204 of the Speak On It podcast. Danny, how you doing, brother?
Best day of my life. This is one of the best days of my life. I'm doing great. God is amazing. I was listening to my gospel on the way home, praising the Lord all the day long. It's been a great day.
Some bullshit. So as I was saying, ladies and gentlemen, I woke up this morning. I was looking at my fantasy dynasty teams, and I said, "Hey, if there was ever a time where I need to reevaluate what's going on, it's now." So I looked at both my dynasty teams, and I said, "All right, the Las Vegas Horn Ducks. Although we may have beat Bam again in 2 leagues, again, this team, the Las Vegas Horn Ducks, we're not going nowhere. So we need to be we need to be we maybe need to be sellers.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm open. So I put Chase Brown on the market. It's
Yep.
official. Chase Brown's on the market. Now, your cousin Jason, he reached out and I let him know the specific trade packages I'd be looking for Chase Brown. He
I was
just
gonna.
said he sent me the little noop, the little, what the Kappas do.
Yeah.
The little, you know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? So cool, 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 cool. But in
Because I was
another,
gonna ask you
go
about
ahead.
Chase Brown. I was gonna ask you about Chase Brown here and see if we can work out a deal.
Well, I can. I don't know. What are you talking?
I was thinking Christian Watson because I know you've had interest in Christian Watson in a second round pick.
No.
What if it's Bam's second round pick?
Listen, I'm looking for first round equity here.
That's too rich for my blood. Christian Watson plus a second round pick is not the
No.
equivalent of a first round pick. You get receiver depth. I,
That
I might even throw Bam's second round pick, the most valuable pick in my treasure chest.
not at this current moment, my
Okay,
friend.
don't come to me with Thursday. Because
Hey, I'm
because
happy to
Bam out
sit
here
on my.
asking
I'm,
Bam out here asking the first for TJ Hawkinson. And you know where TJ Hawkinson is right now, still on Bam's bench. Don't come to me Thursday.
Hey, I completely forgot about that. Yo, bro came in here with the utmost confidence that we were supposed to agree that TJ Hawkinson was a first round pick. And
I
everyone was
appreciate
like,
him asking.
listen, I've stated my price. I'm also happy and content with staying keeping my picks because it looks like we'll be picking early. So, and but in another league, Danny, my 12 team tight end premium dynasty league.
Mm-hmm.
This is year 2. Now, do you remember who was the inaugural champion?
It was you, correct?
It was the Carolina Raging Tigers. Yeah, that's how we do it. That's the chant. Carolina
How do you come up with these
Raging
names?
Tigers. Listen, say what?
How do you come up with these names in
Listen, I
these
picked.
calls?
Well, that one I just kind of made up on the spot. Um, but I woke up this morning. I looked at my team, and listen, my team is very running back and QB led. My QBs, well, my starters are Patrick Mahomes and Jaden Daniels. Obviously, Jaden Daniels goes out.
Oof.
Aaron Rodgers comes in.
Mm.
That was my third quarterback. Spencer Rattler is my fourth quarterback. So as you can see, if Aaron Rodgers goes out, we're in trouble. Bam is jealous, by the way, but I'll finish this. So this morning, I'm looking at my running backs. I have at the time Javonte Williams, Rico Dowdle, Josh Jacobs,
Okay.
Travis Etienne, who I traded for in the offseason. I got Tajay Spears. I got McNichols from the Commanders.
Okay.
I'm saying I'm looking at the guy who's in first right now, who was the guy I beat for the chip last year. His team's playing well, and he went out and got CeeDee Lamb in the offseason.
Oof.
And I went out and got I went out and got Travis Etienne. I also had traded for Javonte Williams during the season. That was that Lad McConkey deal
Okay.
that I
Yeah.
traded with
Yep. Yep.
Lad McConkey. So I looked at my team and I said, "All right, we got to go make a splash for. We got to go see if we can make a splash." And so someone had said, "Hey, I went into this league and said, hey." don't forget the trade deadlines this week, fellas, yada yada. And someone said generational run JT is on the trade block. So I put I the initial off rip. I knew I just had to start with it with an offer. Don't even talk. Let's get to the offer because we don't know how much time we got. Right.
Right, which is smart. You ain't got time to talk.
So I start out Jonathan Taylor and his 2027 second for Rico Dowdle, a 2026 first, a 2027 first, and a 2028 second. He
Woo.
said, he said, can you take out my second round pick? So take out his second round pick. And I said, all right, then I'll take out my second round pick. So then it was Jonathan Taylor, Rico Dowdle, 2026 first, 2027 first. I'm down with this. I can live with this.
Yeah.
He comes back and says he didn't know Josh. He basically was like he was mistaken on how real, he was like, damn, JT really, he's starting second guess it. So um then I quickly edit the trade. Jonathan Taylor for his second, for my second, basically the original deal. Then he was like, I don't know if I really like that idea. So then I changed the deal one last time. Jonathan Taylor, his 2027 third for Rico Dowdle, a 2027 first, a 2026 first, and my 2028 second. And he took that deal.
And he should have. And you should have made that deal. Because now your running back room is Josh Jacobs and JT, right?
Right now, on a healthy day, because I've been playing with this lineup, how I want it to look. On a healthy day, let's just say next week, because this is week 11.
Yep.
Say next week, this is what the lineup is going to be. Oh, then I got to tell you one more time. I'll tell you another one. So then I was just looking on players on the trade block. I saw Zay Flowers still on the trade block. The guy who has Alvin Kamara and Zay Flowers. He has been trying to trade them for like over half the season. He has been
Damn.
vocal. Yo, I want to trade Zay Flowers. I don't like Zay Flowers. I don't think he's that good. I would try to trade him. He sent me a trade before for Zay Flowers, and I was like, nah. So then I hit him. I was like, well, what would it take for Zay Flowers? Just curious. Now I'm in my Howie Roseman bag. Just curious.
Yeah.
And he was like, at least a first. And I was like,
Shit.
oh, I was like, you haven't been paying attention to the chat. He was like, what do you mean? I said, brother, I just sent a boatload of first for Jonathan Taylor. And then he was like, damn. Then he looked, he came back, he was like, yo, you in these trades. And then I was like, yeah, so I ain't got nothing more than a second round pick for you for Zay Flowers. And he was like, honestly, I'll do a second round pick.
Send it over.
That's literally what he said. Send it over. I sent it over. Zay Flowers for a second. As soon as this trade goes through, everyone's like, what the fuck, man? WTF. And he was like, what? This dude's been he was like, yo, I've been saying I've been wanting this dude off my roster for months now.
And no one listened.
And no one listened. So now I look ahead to next week, week 12. This is what this lineup should be, but I'm gonna say it first. Patrick Mahomes, Jonathan Taylor, Josh Jacobs, Zay Flowers, Khalil Shakir, George Kittle, Dallas Goedert, Travis Etienne, Javonte Williams, Aaron Rodgers. That's what it's looking like next week.
Sounds like you can win a couple of games because playoffs are 3 weeks away, 2 weeks away.
Mm-hmm. I'm sitting in third, but I got the second most points, and it's a 17 playoff. So like the NFL, only one team gets a bye, so it doesn't really matter if you're 2 or 3.
Okay. I think that's a good win
Mind,
now, but also
mind you, let me tell you, some of the other folks on my bench, I got Rashad White.
okay.
We don't know what's going on with Bucky Irvin. I got Tajay Spears, Ricky Pearsall. I traded with Bam last week, a 4th round pick for Devon Vele.
Interesting.
I have Matthew Golden, Wandale Robinson, Calvin Ridley. Now, mind you, here's where we get to the dogs. Some of the dogs. Tyreek Hill's on my IR.
Okay.
He helped me win last year. Jaden Daniels is out. That's my other starting QB. So when Jaden Daniels comes back,
which he should not come back, but he will.
Not this season. I'm talking about in the future. Yeah, I'm looking at this team and I'm saying, all right, I'm pushing the chips in. I think this team can win a championship again.
Now and down the line, the next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah. Now, mind you, right now the only picks I have is my third. I have my third round pick. I have two fourth round picks. I have a second round pick, two third round picks next year, and then in 2028, I finally have my first round pick. So I won't be able to draft Jeremiah Smith or
Well, you don't
my,
know because you don't know if next year if you can leverage one of those players for a first round pick. You just never know.
who though. This is a team that's pretty. I got some dogs on this team.
I'm just saying, if someone you just never know next year, someone who thinks they can go all in,
Hmm.
went
Yeah,
all in.
I'm projected right now in that league to score 185 points.
God damn.
And but that's next week though. This week I'm projected to score 174 because JT is on a bye. So
Okay, that's right. The Colts are on the bye. Oh, the Falcons are too, right?
I
No, I think
think
the Falcons have had their bye. I think the Falcons have had their bye. It's on here. You put it on here. Let me check the notes.
the Colts have the Colts. The
The
Falcons,
Saints and the Colts
yeah.
are on their bye this week.
Falcons play the Panthers. So I like this team. How about this? Actually, we can start out with a little fantasy talk since I'm in that mode. Um, how about this? In that league that I with the contracts, that RSO league, we're
Mm-hmm.
sitting at 9-1 right now. The top of the league. I'm like 2 or 3 games ahead in the standings from second place. I think that team, it just finds a way to win. It's Josh Jacobs is also on that team.
The crazy thing is, Jettas isn't even performing.
I know. I know. Listen, that's a well put together team. That's a well put together team. Like different guys find a way to score and like help me out on different weeks. Like I can't even make it out. Then like guys like Chris Olave, who I got for cheap. Um, yeah, that's a team right there. So last week I actually had one of my better weeks in fantasy. Um, 6-3. One of my L's did come versus Slim Charles, who desperately needed that win.
Hey, dog, I'm
They-
nowhere near last place anymore, baby. We pushing for the playoffs.
what's funny is I have been in that. Obviously, I'm the commissioner of the league. I've been in the redraft league every year, and I've been in the playoffs every year. So right now, I'm fighting to make sure I can keep that streak alive. It'll be like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah,
I've literally. Oh, it's crazy. I've always made the playoffs, never won the league.
I have a four. I went from a 3% chance of making the playoffs to 14% chance.
Here we go. Blake's best congregation did win, so there is a 4-way tie for last. Uh,
No, according to the standings, Blake, you are in last place.
so the RSO league, that's the league I was just talking about. Me and Bam played each other in that league as well, and Bam. It basically came down to Bam needed Saquon to outscore Josh Jacobs by 11 points. Josh Jacobs scored a touchdown. Saquon did not.
Did not.
Bam,
Kyle, I want
Bam
to hear
lost.
more about this in the no league. Jesus.
I know. But I was 6-3 this past week in fantasy, and right now, overall, I am 55-35 across 9 leagues.
That's
And
pretty
listen to
good.
this. Listen to some of these records right now. I have a 9-1 team, an 8-2 team, a 7-3 team, a 6-4 team, three 5-5 teams, and then the Las Vegas Horn Ducks, 3-7. So if there was one team that had to be the brunt of all this victory, it's the
That's
Horn
them.
Ducks. It's a rough season, but it's okay. I mean, listen, I'm open for business if folks are looking to trade
You
for
you're not
Chase
open for
Brown.
business for real.
I am open for business. I don't like that trade, Danny. You're, you're not giving me a lot of value
So if
there.
I
There.
So if
If you're
I
trying to
were
trade
to,
for Chase Brown, I need a little bit more value.
so what would you want for Chase Brown?
I said what I want.
A first, like is it a first straight up, or do you just want more? Like if I offered you my first for Chase Brown right now, would you take it?
It's
Exactly. Yeah.
well,
So
I'm looking. You said and what? All right. Let me look. Hmm. You know what?
hmm
I would I would do it. I would trade Chase Brown for Bam second round pick and Amari and Hampton.
shit. I would too if I were you.
I mean, you don't really have anything else of. I mean, what are we talking about here? You want me to ask for a Dallas Goddard?
No, I don't think.
Like, what are we talking about? Like, now we AJ Brown. Well, you don't want to trade AJ Brown. Now, what are we talking about? Zach Charbonnet? Well, hell, if I'm trading for Zach Charbonnet, what the hell I'm trading away Chase Brown for? For trading for Zach Charbonnet?
Let's see. That's skip. Yeah. Nah. Couldn't do it.
What are we talking
A
about?
first and Hampton for
No, wait,
Chase Brown. I mean
wait. Who said?
a second and Hampton. Dog. Hampton is the found. Hampton, Ibuka, Mason Taylor are the foundation of this team.
Well, then who am I trading for? Let me Tez Johnson. Like, come on,
Hell
what are we
no.
talking about?
I think Bam's second and Christian Watson is a fair trade.
I don't need another Packers receiver. What do I already have enough.
Well, I know in the past you have expressed interest in Christian Watson. That's why I offered it. Oh, Kyle 10-0 now because he got JSN
And CD Lamb.
and CD Lamb. Oh, and Matt Stafford, who's on a heater. A super flex trio. God damn.
Yeah. Benny, I don't know what you want me to do there. You're asking me to look into players that really aren't draftable. They're just roster fluff.
Ooh, Christian. Well, I don't know how the Packers run. I know Christian Watson was the main receiver last night. Does Matthew Golden get that many targets?
Marvin Harrison on the board?
I'd have to think about it because now I want to see Marvin with a quarterback who understands timing and rhythm.
Bam, are you seeing what I'm talking about here? Now, are we trading or are we trading? I'm not trading for
I
Dalton
didn't
Schultz.
say it was a no. I just said I have to think about it.
Because, like, what are your tradable assets that people want? There's a reason why you not starting Christian Watson. So why I'm a trade away somebody.
Well, I try not to start people who play against the Eagles.
Oh, stop, hush. Nobody else seeing this. It's crazy.
But he gonna start this week. He gonna start this week over Rashid Shaheed.
Like, man, what are we talking about? What are we talking about?
We can table it. But Hampton in a second for Chase Brown, nah. Hampton in a second, I'm going big game hunting.
With
Chase
what? Someone
Brown.
who's injured?
Chase Brown, not big enough.
We ain't seen Hampton on the field since when?
Since week 5. But when he was on the field, I was on track to make the playoffs.
Yeah, and it's what I'm saying. Like, what are we talking about? Like, I'll keep my, I mean, I got some picks. I still got your third.
Yeah,
I'm happy to I'm happy to make it Chase Brown in your third back for Hampton and Bam second.
Hampton is the foundation.
Well, he not healthy. So what do you want me to tell you? You don't really have any. Listen, if we're not talking real tradable assets, what are we talking about?
Uh, mm-mm. I'll Howie somewhere else.
Hey, the essence of a good deal is a good deal, brother. You got to be willing to,
Oh,
you know
I
what I mean?
agree. I'm just not willing to part with Hampton.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, this is the week. If not, your roster is a roster, and here we are with picks. So
That's like, hey, I have a first, 2 seconds, and a third. I'm more than comfortable.
yeah, I got first, second, couple thirds, and then we'll see. We will see. Things we also didn't need to see though was that damn Monday night game
Disgusting.
in Lambeau, Wisconsin. Now, Kyle, I want you to join in on this. Last night, the defending Super Bowl champions traveled to historic Green Bay, Wisconsin, Lambeau Field to take on the Green Bay Packers in a rematch of the divisional card or wild card,
Wild
wild
card.
card
Divisional
rematch.
was
Yeah, it was the Rams. So it was a
yeah, it was
rematch
the
of
Rams.
the wild card. Um, let's just say this was, although it was cold in Wisconsin as it was in um Philadelphia earlier, nothing was colder than the offenses that were on the field last night. They both sucked. The Packers just sucked a little bit fucking more than the Eagles did, and the Eagles were able to win 10-7. Danny, congratulations to the Eagles. Congratulations.
That doesn't feel very celebratory.
Listen, I want to start by saying that defense from the Green Bay Packers that showed up, that's Super Bowl esque. That's Super Bowl caliber defense. That defense from the Eagles that showed up, we know what y'all about. We respect y'all. Now, I'm going to speak to the Green Bay offense. I don't know who woke up and decided it was okay to piss their pants, but we got to wear diapers next time if that's what we're going to do. We can't
That
shit
sh-
all over ourselves.
that shot. I love the fact that they just kept going back to Matt LaFleur. That was he the fun is he like that every week? He is a comedian.
You talking about his facial expressions?
His facial expressions, the way he be throwing the iPad in the air or the tablet in the air, him he wasn't even paying attention to the defense. He was over watching that play. Who was running wide open? Was it Dobbs? It was one play, and then he went back, and the floor was like on the sideline. His back is to the field, like he is standing on. I guess it's one of the equipment trolleys or whatever, and he's just like,
Because
"What
we
do
got
I
to
have to do?"
execute, man.
Is
Like,
he?
what?
Does he do that every week? Do I need to start watching Packers games because he's hilarious?
I mean, the games are funny, but the play is not like we can't. How do these teams, as good as they are, keep coming out and looking like they are not ready to play?
I don't know. It was a weird game. It was very wonky, but can I? Do opposing teams slip in Lambeau as much as the Eagles did last night? Is that a thing, or is that just an Eagles thing?
I mean, it may have been a cold field last night, cold, slick field. It was a little snowy.
Yeah, it was. It was snowing in Chicago. That's a no for me, dog. I don't know, man. Offense is frustrating as it usually been, but the defensive line, Jalen Phillips, Brandon Grant come out of retirement, Nolan Smith is back from IR. That's the kind of defensive line that wins a championship. Like they played Detroit and Philly on Sunday night. I am scared to death of how many points the Lions can put up. But if they can get that pass rush going like they did against Jordan Love, I'm going to bed early.
When's the last time y'all played the Lions?
It's been years. It's been years since the Eagles have played this version. They played the Lions like 3 years ago, but not this version of the Lions with Jameer, David, and and Amon Ra, who was a top
See, I
five.
haven't played the Motor City Dan Campbell Lions
Yeah,
yet.
we ain't played them. We ain't played these Lions yet. I'm very excited. This is the biggest game of the year coming up for the Eagles.
Man, they might punch y'all right in the fucking mouth.
They might. They want. And I don't know if the offense can go toe for toe with them. I'm very interested to see how they play against the Lions because the Lions can score in bunches.
And they're gonna try to run up the score in y'all house. Y'all think that's
100%, and they should. If they get the chance, they should. I would.
okay? Okay. Okay.
Shout out to Nick Sirianni, his stupid ass decision making at the end of the game.
What was that fourth down? What was that
I don't know
about?
what that was. I don't know if that was Jalen and AJ doing what they did in Seattle last year. Because after the throw, there's a very short second when they go to the sideline, and you can read Nick Sirianni. He says, "Why did he throw that?" So I don't know what that was.
Now, Nick Sirianni, he of course, you're thinking with this type of coaching malfunction, surely the Packers can't match that themselves, can they?
Oh, but Matt LaFleur said, "Don't worry, Nick. I'll save you."
Oh, he did. So he opted not to take a few earlier 50 plus yard field goals,
Hmm.
but this time opted to trot his kicker out for what was it, 64?
64, because the record is 68.
Mm-hmm. And so he was able. They took a timeout. The Eagles did, but of course, because they didn't stand in front of the ball, Brandon McManus got a practice kickoff. Completely missed it. It was short. It was short. Of course, instead of trying to no, the Packers then try to run another play to make it closer. They don't
Yep.
get it. So then here we are kicking it again. Wide left.
Didn't even stand a chance. It was worse than the practice kick.
This team's frustrating, man. I'm sick of it. Sorry, Hendricks. I'm
It's
sick
okay.
of it.
It's only week 11. I'll say this about the Eagles: they have the tiebreaker over the Bucks, the Packers, the Rams, and if they beat Detroit Sunday night, they have the inside track to the 1 seed. The only team they don't have to play right now is Seattle. And I ain't gonna hold you. Everyone talking about something you don't want to see Seattle. Shit, I would love to see Sam Darnold in the playoffs. Sign me up for playoff Sam Darnold.
What happens if Sam Darnold gives y'all the business, though?
Then I'll take my bumps. But right now, out of all the quarterbacks in the NFC that I don't want to see in the playoffs, Sam Darnold low on that list. Sign me up. People, you don't want to play Seattle, Seattle, Seattle. Nah, dog, sign me up. I'll play. I don't mind playing Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold putting fear in your heart if you had to play Seattle.
Sam Darnold come out he come out 20 for 20, then what?
When has he done that in the playoffs?
Okay.
What QBs do you not want to face in the playoffs, and where is Sam Darnold on that list? The bottom. He the last one.
Didn't the Vikings end up playing the Rams last year in the playoffs?
I think so, but I don't recall. Like, yeah, or JJ McCarthy's the other one.
Oh, you mean 9?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 9. Get it right. Ain't JJ McCarthy, that's 9. You better respect the demon, respect the dog.
Excuse me? Not
Hey,
you out here respecting a Viking.
that's nah, I'm trolling. That's his alter ego. It's 9.
Oh, I see what you did there. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say.
That's his alter ego. He a
You got more
dog.
respect for him than I do.
You seen that video of him just standing in the locker room, pacing back and forth like he on something?
Because he is on something.
What are you on?
Fraud alert.
Who bigger fraud, him or Jackson Dart?
Hey, man, at least Jackson Dart is fun to watch. Like, at least Jackson be trying.
He trying to get Brian Daboll fired, which he did.
Which he did. And he got concussed. Was it the fourth or fifth time he been checked for a concussion this year? Like, after that, Dayball knew he was cooked. Yeah, that's it for me.
Yeah, the Mara family was like, why do they keep running this guy? Why do they keep running this guy?
Sometimes I feel like, are these design runs, or he just like, oh, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen? Because a man who wears a chain like that on the field as a quarterback, he don't care about nothing.
Well, I always pay attention to how they're holding the football when they're either faking the handoff or beforehand.
Explain.
Like, you just gotta watch how they're handling the football.
Oh, he runs like he's Michael Vick because Michael Vick used to run. And he never cradled the ball. He always palmed it.
Mm-hmm. What? Go ahead.
I was gonna say, where is Brian Dable next year? Whose offensive coordinator is he?
Alabama's. No.
Nah, he's not going back to college.
Um. You know what? He'll be the offensive coordinator for I Need Jesus University.
I was going to say the Jets, but
Working with QBs, think he can make Justin Fields better.
well, I don't know if Justin Fields will be there next year. One thing Brian Daboll going to do is he going to find a white quarterback who can run and make him into something.
Yeah, you think that's what he's gonna do? Get
No, he
himself
gonna
fired
do.
for another New York job?
Who is a white quarterback coming out next year who can run?
Carson Beck.
Congratulations, Carson Beck.
No, I'm playing.
I'm about to say I don't think Carson he not running like that.
That brother, he look like he a little slow.
Yeah, he's still in pre-algebra.
Nah, he in regular algebra.
23 years old, probably 25.
Um, other news around week 10 in the NFL. So talking about bad games. Let's go back to Sunday night. What the hell did the Pittsburgh Steelers put on the field?
You want to know something funny? I was watching. Speaking of which, there's a show called All Her Fault on Hulu. Watch that shit. My wife and I finished up episode, and I was like, "What's going on Sunday Night Football?" Score was 5-2. Nope, not watching that. That is a baseball score. That is a hockey score. That is not a football score. And I didn't. Was it 3-2 or 5-2? I want to say it was 5-2.
Some bull like that.
And I said, no, thank you. And I didn't watch a single snap of that game, and I don't regret any of it.
Let me tell you something. Someone who watched all of that game sucked. Steelers. What did the sports book know about the Ravens that we didn't know?
Lamar Jackson.
I mean, yeah, but they were 5 games under 500. Now they won, what, 3 in a row?
Yeah, and they were still the favorite to win. Is it what did they know about the Ravens, or what did they know about the Steelers? Like, were they like, nah, Steelers can't keep this up? Like, Lamar Jackson's going to come back and everything's going to settle out. Thank you, Kyle. Kyle said it was 5-3.
Really?
Yeah, the score. No,
Oh,
I'm not watching that.
man.
But I feel like this weekend as a whole, like all the games suck. Like Colts Falcons was fun.
Well, the 4 o'clock window definitely sucked. Some of the earlier games were all right.
Yeah, like the Bucks,
The Jets and the Browns wasn't bad. Not Broncos. The Bucks Patriots wasn't bad. I agree.
Also, Drake May, I'm listening now. I've been saying get you a signature win. Went to Tampa, hard place to play. Todd Bowles, what he does to rookie quarterbacks, he won. I'm listening.
I'm listening, he says.
I'm listening to the Drake May hype. You got my attention.
Drake May is putting up numbers in an MVP way that Tom Brady did back in his MVP stat. Like he is.
Yeah, and he's doing it with old Stephon Diggs.
Old Stephon Diggs and some other receivers that outside of Keyshawn Boutte, who I told y'all was going to be nice.
Who was out, by the way, because I have him in fantasy. Great waiver wire pickup.
We're welcome.
Great. Like Kyle said, most of the great pickups are waiver wire.
Go ahead.
I was going to ask you if Drake May is legit. Are we going to have Josh Allen conversations?
I mean, after what the Bills did in Miami, it's hard for me to sit there. How does one see Josh Allen as an MVP after that performance in Miami?
He almost started playing like he did out against that playoff game against the Texans. Like he was doing stuff. Was like, dog, you supposed to be bigger than this. Like the fumble, he did everything but throw the ball behind his head, like he did.
Absolutely.
But he gets a pass. It's one bad game. Did you see Mike McDaniel driving around Miami to a Bills bar to taunt them people.
Say that again. I'm sorry.
So after the game, Mike McDaniel, apparently there's a Bills bar in Miami, and Mike McDaniels got in his car, drove past that bar, stopped, and kind of like taunted them, and drove off.
What do you think a Mike McDaniel taunt looks like?
I don't know, but
In
he
the
too
Yeezys? In the Yeezys? He was probably taunting them in the
that
Yeezys.
are too big because he buys his shoes too big on
Oh,
purpose,
that's why
right?
he be flopping around like that.
Yeah, I think he buys his shoes too big on purpose. He
I think
can't.
so.
He buys $15,000 watches and can't get them to fit right. He do this the whole game because the watch falling off his wrist. Come on, dog. You make too much money. You make too
Somebody
much
was
money.
somebody was like, brother, we'll flip you upside fucking down in this fucking bar.
Yeah,
Which
he too
is
little to be talking like that.
they'll put him through a chair or a table.
Yeah, they would Jeff Hardy that man.
Mm. Um, do you think the Bears are actually a good football team, or do you think some of these other teams are just worse?
I think it's a mixture of the two. The Bears are so fun to watch, but sometimes you're just like that Giant, that Giants game. Are they good, or is it you're playing the Giants in
Hmm.
Jackson Dart? Like you're playing Russell Wilson.
Hmm. But I would say, do you see like, do you think they're just a representation of playing a bad schedule or a last place schedule?
Perhaps now I know they played the Eagles on Black Friday. I'm very intrigued by that game. That game might scare me a little bit more than the Cowboys game the week before.
Why?
Some just don't feel right. Maybe I'm paranoid. But have the Bears beaten anyone good this year?
Say what?
Have the Bears beaten anyone good this year?
Then that's where you might have to look at. I mean, their
Let's
best
see.
one might be
Let's see.
the Cowboys.
And is that something to brag about?
No, they beat the Commanders. No, they beat the Cowboys. No,
They
they
beat the
beat.
Bengals. Yeah, they beat the Saints. They beat the Bengals. They beat the Giants. All right.
So the
They only
Cowboys.
they only scored 16 on the Ravens. I don't know. I don't know.
Why do you think everyone's making a big deal about Dan Campbell taking over the play calling duties in Detroit?
I don't know. But I didn't know Dan Campbell had that in him. If he was calling plays like that, why didn't he just become the OC when Ben Johnson left?
Because he's not the OC.
He is now.
Or maybe they seceded back. I don't know.
Now, once you take play calling duties away from someone, you can't give it back. It doesn't work like that. Can't do it.
Why not?
It just I'm trying to think of another way. Say you're a starter, right? Like you when you ran track, they don't have starters, but you were like what did you run again? Oh, say you run the 4x1, right? And you the
Right.
last, and then one meet the coach is like, yeah, you're not gonna be the last leg anymore. Like you can't go back to being the last leg because the last leg is the most important part, right? Like that you save your fastest for last. Like what's the strategy for the 4x1 in track?
Oh, you're asking me.
Yeah.
You're trying to put your fastest at the second and fourth position, and then your best starter at the first, and then your third is hopefully your best curve runner or your I don't want to say weakest leg, but the leg that you would hope to just maintain the position.
So say you're the fourth leg, right? And then
Mhm.
coach puts you in the third leg. He can't put you back in the fourth leg because you know what being the third leg means.
Well, no, I wouldn't say
You
that.
wouldn't say that? Looks like Kyle
No,
is disagreeing with me too.
because sometimes you could be moved from fourth to first because they don't have someone whose start is as good. Like you may be one of the fastest, and you may have one of the better starts. but this person who has a better start is a better straight line runner. So maybe it's better if we give this person a running head start versus keeping you in the blocks.
Okay, so there's a little strategy. So Kyle said he was listening to movies, and Dan Campbell wanted to, and they wondered if Dan Campbell wanted to show his OC how he wants games to be called, and eventually give him play call back. My response to that was, wasn't he on staff last year where Ben Johnson was calling plays? He had a whole season to hear how Ben Johnson.
No, I think he was. I think Dan Campbell was there. I don't know if John Morton was there.
You sure? I thought John Morton was the internal promotion.
I think he came back. I know Kellen Shepard was an internal promotion. That's the defensive coordinator.
Okay. I'm trying to find out. Let's see. Oh, man, he an old man.
While you pull that up,
Yeah, you're
go
right.
ahead.
He went to Denver, and then he came back to Detroit last year. Okay, so he was in Detroit in 22, went to Denver in 23, and came back. All right.
Speaking of people who won't be coming back, I don't know who that was, but whoever randomly swung at Amon-Ra St. Brown,
Deron Payne.
Deron Payne. I don't think we'll be seeing you next week, buddy. So feel that pain.
But Deron, thank you.
Why?
Thank you. You know why. Deron Payne, we salute you on this Veterans Day.
Funniest thing that happened, though, somewhere in that third quarter, I don't know if you was watching on Red Zone. But
I have a funny story.
-47 appeared in the booth at the game and was doing some color commentary with Jonathan Vilma and Kenny Alvarez.
I felt so bad for Jonathan Vilma. They put him in the worst spot on the planet.
Why?
How? I feel like it's just it's a hard spot to be in as a person of color.
How?
Talk to that man on live TV.
Well, it's not
trying to keep it football, because you know Trump wanted to get up in there and start talking about Biden and the economy, and they're like, "Hey man, what are your thoughts on?"
I think because he just basically kind of say he inherited XYZ and now it's XYZ. But on there, he was actually talking football.
He was in the booth for 9 minutes. You know what's funny? Like, I was doing my Sunday chores. I was getting ready to make dinner. And I walked downstairs, and he was in the booth. Like, my wife was downstairs. She had it on mute. She was on her phone. And I was like, I know that's not who I think it is in the booth. And she looked up and said, I haven't been paying attention. It's been on mute this entire time. And I said, thank you. And I continued with my day.
So anyway, I mean, the game was a belt to ass beating. Yeah. But when the Commanders finally scored, he was like, "Oh, that'll be good for ratings."
Yeah, he did. I mean, he was in the booth when they started scoring. Get him in there, I guess.
Listen, he's apparently he must be like a really big sports fan.
I mean, he's insinuating that they should name the stadium after him.
Yeah, he did say that in the thing yesterday as well. Go ahead.
Was it Pedophile Isle?
Oh, relax. What was I getting ready to say about this clown? He was also on the Pat McAfee show this morning.
I saw that. He just called in.
No, that was the one when he was like, he inherited XYZ, but it doesn't matter now. No other president has really supported the vets the way he's really supported the vets, new vets and older vets. And I was just, man, he's funny.
You know what else he did today? He suggested that the Treasury start approving 15-year car loans.
And 50-year mortgages?
Guys, do not sign up for that.
When is this 2K stimmy coming through, Donald?
The stimmy not coming.
We know.
It's not coming.
It is not coming.
Someone's going to take that 2K and sign up for a 15-year car loan. And, buddy, we don't want those problems.
You know what, Kyle? I disagree. I really like Tom Brady as a color coordinator.
I'm with Kyle. I'm not a big Tom Brady fan. I like Greg. I like Vilma, but Tom, he's better than last year. Last year he was terrible. He is better this year, in my opinion, but I still prefer Vilma or Greg. I prefer Greg Olson over all of them. I think Greg is great because Greg gives great um, like strategy. Like, oh, this is what you should do. It's 3rd and 1. This is what you should be going for. This is what you should be looking for. Like Greg gives great insight. Tom just be talking, and then he's did the Gronk joke too many times. We know he's stupid. We got it.
What that got to do with him in the booth?
I mean, every Sunday, Tom in the booth, he got to make a Gronk joke. Like, dog, we get it.
Brady be reading these situations out. He like Tony Romo.
But he's not as funny and as charismatic as Tony.
Yeah. Listen, I heard a lot of Gus Johnson slander over the weekend, people. I don't like it.
No, Gus the GOAT. No,
I'm
sir.
gonna say this. Gus Johnson's was having like a out of body experience calling Indiana and Penn State.
And listen, Gus Johnson need to be back in the NFL.
He needs
Fox.
And whoever that Bulls announcer is, you can't be on TV talking about some I'm coming, Elizabeth. I'm coming, Elizabeth.
That's crazy.
This is not Sanford and Son.
They're
That's some bam stuff.
Did you see the like TikToks going around and women watching football and like, especially like I think what did Troy say last night? Oh yeah, like oh look at Josh, he really knows how to hit a hole hard, and it's like good God.
Oh yeah, nah. There is. Listen, announcers say some of the wildest things.
Things you can only say watching football.
Like I was listening to what's my man's name? Hello, he used to call games with Reggie on TNT.
Not Marv Albert.
Yeah, that was the first name I thought of.
Was it no Van Gundy wasn't with Reggie, was he?
Yeah.
Oh, Kyle doesn't like Troy. I don't mind Troy. Troy is okay. I especially enjoy Troy Aikman when he gets to broadcast Cowboys games. Like that is peak
Kevin
Troy
Harlan.
Kevin Harlan. Yes.
Kevin Harlan, he notoriously be saying he's swallowed up right over there by the 34-yard line. I'm like, why do they have to be swallowed? And TD Jakes, you a freaky boy. I know you was at that party. Jonathan Taylor, does he have an MVP case?
I think he does. I know who's the front runner right now.
Drake May.
Yeah, nah, dog. JT. I know a running back hasn't won since Adrian Peterson. It's going to be hard to top what Saquon did last year, but JT's doing it. Like, JT might reach 2,000 yards before week 14.
He's well on his way.
How many yards does he have right now? He's at like 14 or 1,600, right?
He's at like 1,400 scrimmage yards, maybe like 1,100 rushing yards.
Okay, so he won't get there. He won't get to 2,000 before week 15 unless he breaks off like a couple 100-yard runs, which he's not. I'm sorry, Kyle. What did he do? He said Troy Aikman referred to a team last night with green helmets. What team? Okay. All right, Troy.
Troy Aikman is hilarious. Troy
Aikman. Yeah, I think it's Jonathan Taylor.
Man, the NFL is starting to heat up. It feels like we're starting to see who the contenders are and who's going to be picking early in the draft, right? Curious to see how the Bengals respond after what's been going on in their locker room. Curious to see if the Jets continue to win. Joe Burrow might come back. So,
how sick are the Jaguars?
I was kind of confused on them losing that game.
Like it was so funny. Red Zone just like, nah, we're gonna watch the Red. Like, were you watching Red Zone? Like they just like, nah. The 4:00 window's opening up. That's great. Seattle's up 28-0. We don't care. We're gonna sit right here with this.
We're gonna stay right here. Y'all need to see this.
Y'all need to see this shit here.
Yeah, I know Scott Hansen just being there, like, are they really about to blow this? No way. That's what I would.
That's
Scott,
what
because
I'd be
Scott
saying.
Hansen, when he get the corner, he'll be like, "Well, would you look at that?"
Scott Hansen be saying, "Well, he know what he's really good. I like Scott Hansen. He don't be saying nothing wild.
Yeah, yeah. Wrap him up from behind. It's like, whoa.
Whoa,
All right. How about these pick'ems? They're getting close. Thanks
yes,
to the bum ass performance by the Green Bay Packers, we are now separated by a game. You went 7-7. I went 8-6. Um, you got lucky that we picked so many games together because if not, I had you with the Texans, Rams, and those Charger picks.
you did.
So here we are, my brother. One game separates us. Now we'll get to college on another hand, where I think college I just may, what I mean, may happen in college, but we'll see. Um, week 11 pick'ems. You ready to get into it? Let's start
Let's get
on
into it.
Thursday nights. The Jets travel to New England to take on the Patriots. Talk to me.
The Patriots are going to wear their alternate those
Rivalry uniforms.
yeah, the rivalry uniforms. The Patriots might have the best one other than the Cardinals. Give me the Patriots. The Drake May MVP talk is going to come to a fever pitch after Thursday night.
I too am taking the Patriots. I don't know if the Jets have enough offensive firepower to really be in this game, but we'll see. I'm going with the Patriots.
The Jets
Uh,
don't have offensive firepower to be in any game.
yeah. Um, the Madrid game, Commanders versus Dolphins.
The Dolphins should win, but they might feel too good about themselves. Give me the Commanders. Left hand up. Who are we?
The Commanders. I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. I think Tua and that team's feeling good. They played well. I think. Hey, I don't think Washington can stop a bloody nose right now, so I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Um, Panthers versus Falcons. Two really good passing defenses.
Falcons went to Germany, got embarrassed. They come home and get embarrassed again. I'm not believing in the Falcons for sure. Give me the Panthers.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons. I think they're gonna be at home, and I don't know. I like Drake London to win his matchups. I like Bijan Robinson to get going. I like the Falcons on this one. These divisional games are a lot closer than we think. Bucks versus Bills.
I think the Bills' revenge tour. Josh not gonna lose twice, and if he does, we're gonna have some real conversations next week.
I think the Bucks are gonna really try to run the ball and establish it with Rashad White and Sean Tucker. Give me the Buccaneers to win this game.
So this week's gonna separate us for real.
Well, we said that last time.
That's true.
Texans versus Titans.
Titans are coming off a bye week. Does not matter. Give me the Texans. Will Anderson is going to feast.
I too am taking the Texans. I think even Mike McCoy is not going to be able to. Well, I don't. Yeah, Mike McCoy is not going to be able to really change what's going on in Tennessee. So I'm going to go with I'm going with the Texans. Bears versus Vikings.
Interesting. It is at home. It is a divisional game. Give me the Bears. I don't see it with JJ McCarthy. I just don't see it.
I like the Vikings. They won earlier this year. I know it was on the last second, but I think you know what? No, I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm going to go with the Bears.
Can I say how cool Roma Dunze looks with the afro and the helmet? It just looks cool.
It does look cool. Packers go to New York City to take on the Giants.
I think the Packers are going to win so big. I'm questioning myself. Should I start Jordan Love in fantasy over Jalen Hurts? Or I mean, over Matt Stafford.
I'm going to take my Packers to win, but it would not surprise me if we stink up the joint versus New York again.
You're not. This is the only thing you need to worry about is getting out healthy because that turf has claimed too many lives.
Josh Jacobs, take it easy, brother. Um, Bengals versus Steelers.
Oof. This one's rough for me. I want to pick the Bengals. I want to pick the Bengals. Give me the Bengals.
Interesting. That's an interesting pick. I'm going to go with the Steelers on this one.
Kyle said start stats.
Chargers versus Jags from Duval.
Justin gets to go back to the scene of the crime of his last, not his last playoff game, but arguably his worst playoff game, which is saying something because that Texas game was putrid. Give me the Chargers.
Jags lead the league and up there near the top of the league in turnovers.
Yep.
And we pissed off about this game. Give me the Jags to win this game. Seahawks versus Rams. Big in the NFC West. All four teams play each other.
Matt Stafford's on the heater. He will continue on this heater. Give me the Rams. It's going to be real close.
I too think the Rams are going to win, but I don't think it's going to be that close. Give me 31-14, the Rams.
Okay.
Niners versus Cardinals, staying in the NFC West.
Give me the Niners.
I like the Niners to win this game as well. They're going to get back right. I think they're going to get back right.
I think it's close, but I'll take the Niners.
Do you think the Browns beat the Ravens?
No, I don't. I do not think the Browns beat the Ravens.
And then here we are in the AFC West, the Chiefs versus Broncos.
Give me the Chiefs.
I too am going to go with the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs pull this one out, an ugly game, but they're going to find a way to win.
I need to see it before I pick against him.
I assume that you are going to take the Eagles versus the Lions. I am going to take Dan Campbell. I'm going to take the Lions. I think they're going to run the ball effectively and well.
Whatever the sack total is on FanDuel, whatever you gamble with, take the over. Like that Eagles D line is going to tear Jared Goff to death. I also think the Eagles are going to try to trap the Lions the same way the Vikings did and have Jahmyr Gibbs pass block.
That's not what they want to do.
I mean, that Vikings game, that's kind of pretty much what they did. Right? Like Jahmyr Gibbs pass blocking, go right at him. You're going to run through
him. Well, speaking of things that'll be running through, you might be running to the toilet watching this shitty ass game because the Cowboys and the Raiders are a Monday night.
The Cowboys are coming off their bye week. They should win this game, and they should win rather easily. But give me the Raiders.
The Raiders, okay. I'm going to go with the Cowboys. I think they're going to be pretty inspired. I like the Cowboys to win this one. All right. Apparently, the college football playoff, they just dropped their new rankings.
Perfect.
Let's see what these new rankings are. All right, I got them. So Ohio State remained number 1, followed by Indiana, Texas A&M, Alabama, Georgia, Texas Tech at 6, Ole Miss at 7, Oregon at 8, Notre Dame at 9, Texas at 10, Oklahoma at 11, BYU 12, Utah 13, Vandy 14, Miami 15, Georgia Tech 16, Southern Cal 17, Michigan at 18, 19 Virginia, 20 Louisville, 21 Iowa, 22 Pittsburgh, 23 Tennessee, 24 South Florida, 25 Cincinnati. Okay, so let me update some rankings. So 25 Cincinnati. They had Oklahoma. What bracket? They had Oklahoma at
The
11.
playoff bracket that shows you the seeding in the first 4 out.
Texas. Oh, I got you. Texas is 10. Alabama's 4. Any initial thoughts there? I mean, that means we got a top 10 matchup, Georgia, Alabama. I mean, Georgia, Texas.
This week, right? I need
Yeah,
ESPN to figure this out, man. I need ESPN to figure this out. This is when college football gets great. I'm glad Virginia didn't fall all the way out of the rankings, but they probably have fallen out of playoff contention with losing to Wake Forest on Saturday night, which you called, by the way. I'll give you your props. You called Virginia losing to Wake Forest, which kind of
they
sucks
they were itching to lose the game.
because they were in playoff contention. So I don't know how they make it to the playoff now.
They don't. Do they not control their own destiny?
I don't think so. Who is the ACC rep? Is it Notre Dame? Well, Notre Dame's independent. Miami.
SMU. Well, it depends on who wins it. So it could be Georgia Tech.
Yeah, I was like, who's ahead of Virginia from the ACC? Georgia Tech, Miami.
SMU, no.
No, is SMU in front of them? No, I don't think SMU is in front of them. It's just Miami and Georgia Tech. Where's SMU ranked? They're not ranked.
They're not ranked. Yeah, they had a few losses. Based off this latest bracket, as of right now, they're saying Ohio State would be number one. The Hoosiers would be the second seed. A&M would be the third seed. Bama would be the fourth seed. It would be Bama would play the winner of Georgia versus South Florida. Ohio State would play the winner of Notre Dame versus Oregon. Texas A&M would play the winner of Texas Tech and Miami, and Indiana would play the winner of Texas and Ole Miss.
I would very much enjoy watching Texas Ole Miss, and I would very much enjoy watching Indiana versus the winner of that game. That
The
game,
SEC is going to be deep in these playoffs, is what I'm seeing.
I mean, aren't they every year? It's usually between the Big Ten and the SEC. How many Big Ten schools you got? Oregon.
But this has to change because there has to be well, no, they're basically saying the ACC is left out. It's the five highest ranked
Mm-hmm.
um, conference champions. So they're saying A&M or Alabama is gonna. They're basically no. They're saying um, Ohio State's gonna win and A&M's gonna win, and then they're saying says what 1, 2. Texas Tech will win the Big 12. That's 3, and then South Florida will win the
Mm-hmm. You're at large.
your at large bid.
Oh wait, is Ohio State Michigan this week?
No, that's the last week of the season.
Okay, yeah, I was about to say that don't sound right at all. I haven't seen
Yeah.
anything.
Well, speaking of which, we can't get into our college pick'ems while we have some time. Man, the ACC and the Big 12, they're getting the bad end of these sticks in this college ball playoff. I can see why they're looking to expand it with a guarantee that every college power conference champion gets a shot. I just don't think in football it makes sense because do we really want some of these teams? Do you really want some of your best teams playing these Big Ten and SEC schools on national?
Hell no, you don't.
Y'all can't even stay undefeated in your own conference.
Yeah, you can't even beat people in the ACC.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start in the ACC. Number 20, Louisville's 3.5-point favorites at home versus Clemson.
It's going to be more than 3.5 points. Give me Louisville.
I like Louisville as well, but wouldn't be actually no. I'm gonna go Clemson.
Oh, this your upset.
I like Clemson to go on the road and get a big win here. College game day. They're at they're at Pitt for Notre Dame, number 9 Notre Dame versus number 22 Pitt.
Give me the Fighting Irish. I want to pick Pittsburgh though, but nah.
I too am going to take Notre Dame. They know they just got to stay undefeated and they're in. Number 24 South Florida, 10.5-point favorites on the road versus Navy.
Good. Stop that stupid ass triple option. Give me USF.
I too am taking USF. I think they're gonna run it. I think they're gonna play good defense. I think they're gonna go up to Maryland and handle business. Oklahoma, number 11 on the road. Tuscaloosa versus Alabama.
Roll Tide.
Yeah, brother, you already know where I'm standing on this one. Roll Tide. Staying in the SEC, number 10 Texas traveling to play in between the plains in Sanford and Athens
This
versus
is
the
this,
Dogs.
this is what we see what Arch Manning really made of, and I don't think he made of much just yet. Give me UGA.
I think Archer's going to rise to the occasion. Give me Texas on this one.
Okay.
Shifting back to the Big Ten, number 21 Iowa off that heartbreaker at home travels to Southern Cal to play the Trojans. Who do you got in this one?
That ugly brand of football works in Iowa when it's cold and the other team can't do what they want to do. I don't know how that's going to hold up in Southern California. I'm going to take USC.
I too am taking USC. I think they're gonna be up for the occasion. I think Lincoln Riley knows he still has an opportunity to make a run at a college football playoff bid. It's not over until it's over. They still got to run. Um, TCU 6-3. Going to number 12, not number 7, number 12 BYU. Who you got? The Mormons.
The Mormons got all the energy, man. They can't do nothing during the week.
Listen, I think BYU is going to be looking for revenge off that Texas Tech game. Give me BYU. Kennesaw State 7-2, 2.5 point favorites over Jacksonville State.
Give me Kennesaw. Kennesaw State is still in the running for that large bid.
Give me Jacksonville State. I like the home team. Give me Jacksonville State. Memphis 8-2, traveling to to the state of North Carolina to take on ECU, who's 6-3. ECU's 2.5 point favorites,
Which is
despite
crazy.
being 6-3. Who you got?
Give me Memphis.
I like ECU to win this game. Why not? I like ECU to defend home turf. Number 25, Cincinnati, 6.5 point favorites at home versus Arizona.
Upset alert. Give me Arizona.
Okay. I like that upset actually. I watched Arizona play last week. They're pretty good. They can run the ball. They can move it. This defense isn't playing bad. I like Arizona on the road. Last one, going back to the ACC, the team that broke your heart last week, Wake Forest at home versus Billy Bill and the North Carolina Tar Heels.
I have no faith in the Tar Heels. None.
I too am going to take Wake Forest. I think they're going to win this game. I don't know if, well, yeah, I know UNC is trying to be bowl eligible. I don't know if it's going to come yet.
Yeah, they're not getting closer this week.
They're not getting closer this week. We're separated by 3 games, even though we both went 6-5 last week.
Yeah, I got to make up some ground.
Yeah, you got to make up. You got to make up some ground. Although, if you have a great, great week, if you get them all right this week, you'll be in the lead.
Here's it doesn't matter if I'm in the lead next week. It matters that I'm in the lead
when the time matters. I feel you, brother. All right, week 3 in the association. I'm gonna just round off some highlights. Jump in with your thoughts anywhere. Cade Cunningham, man, the Pistons. What I tell you. I think in my bless you, Hendrix. I think in my predictions for the Eastern Conference or the finals, I had Lakers versus Pistons. Pistons team is legit. This Pistons team is legit. Cade is a superstar. He's shown up. Good for him, because I remember last time I went to Florida, Cade Cunningham was on that historic losing streak. Monty Williams, boy, I don't know what you was doing with that team, but
well, I think it goes back to we got to give guys time to develop. Like, what is this, year 5 for Cade?
4 or 5, somewhere around there.
Yeah, like he's in his early 20s. Like, sometimes I think we forget that. Like, these guys are, like, were you one of the best in your profession at 23, 24?
Definitely not. Definitely not. It's way too early.
Yeah, how old is Cade? He
Way
got to
too.
be 24 at the oldest.
No, yeah, he 22, 23.
Yeah, he's 24.
Um,
He just turned
yeah,
24.
yeah, he's still getting it. He's still getting it. Shout out to Cade. Shout out to the Pistons. They're doing great. The Thunder, they still look, man. The Thunder look good. The Lakers, listen, they won in Charlotte last night, Saturday night, I believe that was. They got demolished by the Hawks. So glad to see they recovered. Bron might be coming back. On the other side of that, word coming out of Dallas was that a man was fired today. Now, if you've been paying attention to the Dallas Mavericks over the last week or so, if you've seen them play basketball, it is some of the worst basketball you could ever imagine. They stink. This team stinks. And the man behind it all, Mr. Nico Harrison, you know what happened today? He was Nikon.
How long you been
He
working with
was
him?
Nikon. You done, my Nico? Nico, please. You won't be coming through that door again. Nico better take yourself home because you ain't getting back up in this building, is what they told him. Danny, as our resident Mavericks fan, give us what you've been hearing from your Mavericks circle, any bits and pieces of information that you have.
Uh, we are elated. This doesn't bring Luca back, right? That's he not coming back. But I think this starts the healing process. I told you before the show. There's a funny little story. I don't know if this led to Nico's firing, but I think it might have sealed his fate. Last night, the Mavericks played. I forgot who they played against. The Bucks. They lost by one. PJ Washington's at the line. The fans are screaming, "Fire Nico!" But anywho, before the game, Patrick Dumont, Mr. Dumont, I think his first name is Patrick. He's the governor of the Mavericks. Sees a kid in the Lakers Luka jersey sitting courtside, and he says to himself, "That kid looks familiar." Apparently, that is the same kid that gave him the finger opening night. So he goes down and he talks to the kid, and apparently the kid knows like, "Yo, why did y'all trade Luka?" Mind you, this kid is wearing a Lakers Luka jersey. He's like, "I'm wearing a Luka jersey because I love Luka. Why did y'all trade Luka?" Like, it doesn't make sense. Like, I don't think you understand the magnitude of what Nico has done. And then the next day, Nico is fired. So whoever that young man is, God bless you. You deserve a statue. Thank you for your service. We appreciate you because Nico had to go. And now you strip this team for parts, and we look into the Cooper Flag era.
What's that era looking like?
I don't know, but I know Anthony Davis, get him the fuck out of here. Get his fat ass out of here. I don't hear. I don't care. Get him the fuck out of Dallas.
What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong with
The
Anthony
whole
Davis?
thing. Nico traded Luka because he said Luka came to work fat, and he came to work fat and got injured. What did Anthony Davis do? He came to work fat, and now he is injured. Everything he accused Luka of, Anthony Davis is doing.
He balling too.
Trade Anthony Davis. Klay Thompson deserves to be on a playoff team. If their name isn't Derek Lively, Cooper Flag, or PJ Washington, because after this year, the Mavericks don't have a first round pick till 2031. You need to recoup that because you're going to need all of it.
And that was because of the Luka Doncic trade.
For the most part, yeah. And some like the in some other deals that he made before, the Mavericks do not have a first round pick after this year until 2031. Well, they don't have control of their first round pick. Let's get to cooking. Trade Anthony Davis. The way I woke up that morning and Luka was traded, I need to wake up one morning and see Anthony Davis is gone.
Mm.
Trade him in the middle of the night.
But how much sense does that make? He's y'all's best player.
I don't give a fuck. Get him out of Dallas.
Why?
He has played, I think I saw the stat, he has been in Dallas for 45 games. How many games do you think he's played over those 45 games?
7.
19. Get that man off my motherfucking team.
Oh.
Get him off my team.
Luka playing though.
And Luka's going to be MVP. Get Anthony Davis off my team.
Nah, that's y'all's defensive anchor.
They focus so much on defense, they forgot you have to score the ball to win. Like, they have the 4th best defense in the NBA, I think. In like the 30th, like the last place in offense. You got a bunch of dudes who can't shoot. And you ain't got a point guard. Najee Marshall and D'Angelo Russell are your point guards. Get me the fuck out of here, dog.
What Jason Kidd up there at the podium saying?
I don't know. I don't know if Jason wants to stick around for a rebuild. And if he doesn't buy, get the fuck out of here. You can go too. Whatever Masai Ujiri is doing, go grab him. I know Bob Myers just joined the Sixers organization. Go get Bob Myers. Like, this front office hire, and get rid of Michael Finley. He can get the fuck out of here too.
So you just want to clean house completely?
Well, Michael Finley was also agreeing and in on this Luka trade. Michael Finley took that beer from Luka after they won the Western Conference Finals. Get him the fuck out of here too. Do you remember that when they were drinking beer in the locker room and Michael Finley walked by and just took that beer out of Luka's hand? Nah, dog. You gotta go. Get them all out.
That was the beginning of the end, huh?
Get him out of here. He can go too.
That was the beginning of the end.
Disgusting.
Luka,
but I'm happy. I hate when a brother loses his job, but not this one. I was hoping the FBI would come arrest him. I was going to send a tip that he was check him out. He was with Chauncey Billups in Miami. I saw it.
I'm glad you feel good, my brother.
Cash Patel, investigate. It's not enough. Put him in jail. Cash.
Nico Harrison going home without a job to feed his family, but you mad.
Yes. Did you see what he did to his Instagram page?
What do you do?
Originally, it said GM of the Dallas Mavericks. Now it says unemployed. That's funny.
There you go, Nico. He probably hated his job anyway.
Yeah, I mean, he got a lot of hate in Mavericks games. Mavericks game, I think not Tim McMahon. What's that dude who works at ESPN? Yeah, Tim McMahon talked to one of the players, and he's like, yeah, it feels like we're playing on the road when we're at home because people are just chanting fire Nico the whole time and booing that man.
Imagine what his kids was dealing with.
Yeah, kids don't deserve it. They didn't pick their dumbass dad. But now I can watch basketball and be happy again.
I don't know why y'all still gonna be bad.
We still gonna be bad, but the man who pulled off the dumbest trade in NBA history has no longer in power.
Rob Pelinka was like, we should just keep this between me.
Dog. Rob Pelinka, like I really want to know. Like, one day we're gonna get a documentary, and I really want to know. Rob Pelinka was like, I thought he was lying. He picked up the phone and said he wanted to trade Luka. I said, you bullshit.
So what if LeBron had a problem with it? What if LeBron was probably like, y'all just trade away my dog AD out the blue like that?
Oh yeah, LeBron had no idea. You believe that?
Yeah.
Okay. You think anything? Well, not now because that's Luka's team. But at that time, you think they were going to do out running it by Braun?
Yeah. Yeah, for Luka,
okay.
Yeah. Because who's to say Braun wouldn't have debauched that trade himself?
Yeah, I still think. Like, I imagine the phone call went, hey, Braun, we have a chance to get Luka. We gonna go get him. All right. Thanks for telling me.
They may have told him that, but they didn't say we.
I mean, LeBron not stupid. To get Luka, you're going to have to trade AD. He not stupid.
Joe Dumar's not stupid either because Derek Queen, he looked nice. I don't know if you've seen him, the rookie for the Pelicans. The team
Yeah,
don't look nice, but Derek Queen looked nice. He got
he. I mean, the trade might not have been worth it. He might have given up too much for him, but he wasn't crazy.
hey. Some people say I may have overpaid for Jonathan Taylor, but does it really matter when the person
You're
gets to
trying
your
to win now. The Pelicans are not trying to win now. Like you are in contention. The Pelicans will be lucky to be in the play-in.
and who's to say I get two two fantasy players who plus Rico Dowdle who are as good as Jonathan Taylor is.
Probably not.
And that's what you have to go for. Any update on the WNBA and Players Association and
Neko Gumike announced that she's going to start an alternative league to compete against Unrivaled at the same time. Apparently, it's going to be overseas. They're going to travel the country. It's kind of like the Big Three, but it's 5-on-5. There are some questions about the funding. Is it funded by the Saudis? So you see some people pushing back on that. But it's called Project B. So now you have another league where a high-ranking member of the women's union could have a potential conflict of interest because NECA is the president of the union for the WNBA.
what happens if like are they going to get a deal done?
I don't think so, and I have a strong feeling that the league is going to want Stewie, Fee, and NECA to de-invest in these rival leagues because, again, it could be a potential conflict of interest in their eyes. I don't think it's a conflict of interest, but I understand the argument that it is a conflict of interest.
What's your thoughts?
I don't think it's a conflict of interest, but if you're the league, you're saying, hey, the president and two vice presidents have started leagues that pay WNBA athletes more money than the WNBA. So what's the incentive for them to play in the WNBA?
Yeah, which could then affect their their sponsors and advertisers and stuff like that, which they have their TV deals built off of. So
especially Project B, I think they talked about potentially paying players like $2 million.
That's definitely Saudi money.
Yeah. So Kyle asked a great question. He says, with how bad the U.S. government is, why do people care about what is funded by Saudi Arabia?
All right, same question.
That is a great question. I do know that people in America like to act like they're holier than thou, like our money isn't blood money. But some people do not like the way the Saudis treat women.
Yeah, the Saudis offer you $1 million to go do this podcast over there. What we doing?
I got a family to feed. But
I'm getting on that plane.
Let me tell you something.
And I'm extra cackly on the pod.
America's not known for treating women that well either.
Tell them.
Oh, Kyle has given us a CFL playoff update. The Montreal Alouettes, did I get that right?
Beat the Hamilton Tigers 19-16 in the East Finals. That means they should be in the Canadian League, the Canadian Football League Super Bowl, right?
Yes, against the Rough Riders. That's a crazy name for a team. The other day I was bored and I looked up Eve. Do you remember Eve, the first lady of the Rough Riders? Tiger paws on her breast. I had no idea that's the man. I knew she married a rich man, but I didn't know he looked like that. Money make anyone look good.
Gotta just tip my cap to him. Kyle, let him know. Kyle,
women got it terrible here. I couldn't imagine being a woman.
Me either, brother. Shout out to all the strong women I know. Cause I've been up and I'll be. Let's see. There you go. You watched Monday Night Raw yesterday?
No, I was watching that boring ass game, but I saw John Cena Triple Crown.
He's officially a Grand Slam champion.
Yeah, Grand Slam. Thank you.
He took the Intercontinental Championship belt away from Dominic Mysterio, which I think is setting up for Dominic Mysterio to be the last person to wrestle John Cena at Saturday Night Main Event, which would be in DC, which also lets me know that I think John Cena either before or after then is going to lose the Intercontinental Championship to Dominic Mysterio. If he's not the last, so either Dominic Mysterio is going to get a chance at Survivor Series, he's going to beat him then, and then John Cena will win his last match, or here's what I think will happen. Brock Lesnar is going to come cost John Cena the championship at Survivor Series. John Cena is going to challenge him one more time at Saturday Night's Main Event, his final match, and then he's finally going to beat Brock Lesnar.
That would be. I don't want to see Brock Lesnar anymore, but you're right. You know, Triple H gave him the Intercontinental Championship because the product is weak, right? No one's watching it. Got to do something.
You got to say what?
So the product is stepped on right now. Wrestling's not as exciting as it was.
It's been, well, it's football season, so people are, and with all these, I think this has something to do with what's going on between Google and whatchamacallit. With all these streaming services and people having to go to find streaming services, they're probably putting it on one thing a night or something like that. They're going to ESPN.
But it's on Netflix now. Like they just signed a massive deal with Netflix.
Yeah, but if I got to choose between, if I can't pull up, I mean, if only one thing's going up on this big screen, because it's, I'm putting it on the Monday Night Football game. And y'all don't let people share passwords?
Yeah, that's whack, because they used to promote that. Cal said he's going to the CFL Grey Cup, all expenses paid, because he won his fantasy league. That's pretty cool. Shout out to Jay Cargill. Best champ ever. I'm so glad Tiffy Time was over with. Put her in retirement. We done here.
I like Tiffy Time. She'll be back.
Do you think Bianca is pregnant?
Probably.
Oh, look who showed up at the very end of the show.
Achilles.
Achilles, what did I do to you to deserve to get beat down like that? Jesus, I had to go against Jonathan Taylor. It was over before, like, he had 58 points, and I was like, yeah, man, I don't need to check this shit no more.
I'm trying to get that painting Achilles got, see if I can put it on my wall and frame it.
I mean, if you win, maybe he'll send it to you.
Win what? I've won 3 games this season.
Yeah, I'm not saying this year. I'm just saying.
My team is maybe like 2 or so years away. I still got a lot to work on.
We got a lot of work to do.
A lot of work.
Achilles late as hell. Man.
Well, I mean, you saw the paint on this wall. Do you think how many things you think, he's on time for?
That's true. He got to talk to each. Do you think he talks to each person painting individually?
You say what?
See, Achilles said he can send you one of the paintings, no problem. But what's the catch, Achilles? Because here, that's the setup. Where's the punchline?
Yeah, see,
it is.
Listen. Listen, I'm proud of that RSO league though. That team, that 9-1, that's a really good team. That's a good team. I like how I set it up. I've got my guys paid for the next couple years. We can maybe compete. I might have to do some finiting with the next roster, but this roster I was able to build last season. I was able to get some guys at Steel. That's how. And Howie Rose will be proud.
This is the worst year of fantasy I've ever had. And Achilles, we still appreciate you stopping by. But
how many teams you think you can make the playoffs with right now?
None. 0. All of them have losing records. This is the worst year of fantasy I've ever had in my life.
Sometimes it'd be like that, brother.
Yeah, it's unfortunate. But Ronald asked his tax returns is on the way. We have a foundation. I just need some killers.
It's been a while since y'all won.
And you've never won. So
see, why are you shooting? I wasn't shooting.
You definitely were shooting.
I was just saying it's been a while since y'all won.
You was definitely shooting. How am I supposed to take that?
It's been a while since y'all won. Y'all won way back when Jim Crow was around. So I was just making sure.
When the last time you won?
Listen.
Yeah.
Not in this league. This isn't. I haven't won any of my all money in leagues yet, but that ask Bam about me in that TNA Dynasty League though.
But you're a great commish. You're a great commish.
I'm a great GMer too. I think that initial Dynasty League, I can go back. Listen, man, I don't want to say it. Oh, listen, I kind of want to do another 10 team Dynasty League to redo how this one turned out, but I'm not gonna do that.
I'm listening. Depend on the buy-in, because right now I got too much money tied into fantasy. But I'm open to it. I would love again. I want to do one of those leagues that y'all the RSO league. Like the idea of buying and selling players, being a real GM. I'd buy another suit. I'd be in
So,
that motherfucking draft room with a
so
suit.
you're interested in the buying and selling of black bodies?
We've had this conversation before, and Kyle mitigated it by saying, since they're making a lot of money, he doesn't feel bad about it. So
Dr. Umar!
he not even a real doctor.
Donations.
Oh yeah.
Hold on.
Like,
I saw a video from Dr. Umar over the weekend that had me cracking up. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Source of knowledge. Somebody let the Rainbow Gang paint their flag on the street. Who painted the rainbow flag in front of the black bookstore? Who painted the rainbow flag in front of the black bookstore? Who painted the rainbow flag in front of the... Oh man, beautiful head wraps. Beautiful head wraps for the natural head sister. We got butter almond. We got butter pecan. We got sweet brown sugar. We got African lemonade, African pina colada. We got that dark peanut butter, that nutmeg, that's pistachio queen.
Nutmeg is insane.
Butter pecan queen. Come and get your head wrap, sister. College bookstore. Talk to the people, beautiful. Oh. What's your name? What's your name? Tell your name. Talk to the people, princess. She said, leave me alone. I'm drinking my juice. I don't have time for them coons on your lie. I'll tell you wait. I'm about to take the chillax right here. It's all herbs, family. King Kong consciousness is about to take the chillax.
I will say though, he said who painted the rainbow flag in front of the black bookstore.
Now,
like they're gay black people, dog.
Say what?
Like he's like, who painted the rainbow flag in front of the black bookstore? Dog, they're black gay people.
If you're about to make black magic with your queen, can you take this before that or wait till you're done? Okay, this might mess with the libido. Don't mess with the Shango stick. We not playing around.
Hey,
Somebody painted the rainbow flag on the street. Who painted the rainbow flag? Who painted the rainbow flag in front of the black bookstore, brothers and sisters? Who painted the rainbow flag in front of the black bookstore? It's a conspiracy.
Please open the schools. Not his school, but please.
No, open his school.
Please don't. Please don't. You think you no. The Shango stick?
Kyle said he's never won a playoff game in all money, and I can't believe that. I've won more playoff games than Kyle.
Now read that last sentence.
Respect to Danny and Akeelia. You gotta respect him. And Greg.
Greg in my inbox right now trying to rip me off.
For who?
I can't say because then the value go down. But you'll see. We talk.
Nobody wanna trade for Chase Brown, huh?
No. You know what the Greg special is? Greg will hit you up. What you want for so and so? This what I want. He won't say nothing for a week. And then he'll come back.
Or you'll tell him what you want, and then he'll start laughing at you like you crazy. It's like, you asked me, brother.
You asked me. Like, he asked me 3 hours ago what I wanted for this player. I said something. He responded, and I was like, And he ain't said nothing back. Like, I counted.
I'm trying to see who's going to send me a good deal for Chase Brown.
Nobody. As soon as Bam get that first for TJ Hawkinson. But you have better odds of getting the first for Chase Brown than he does for Hawkinson.
I think I'm also more of a businessman than Bam. If you expecting to get a first round pick for TJ Hawkinson, you crazy. Great.
You
Now,
never know. You might get someone who thinks that's the all it takes is one person.
yeah, he's trying to pawn off Calvin Ridley.
Yes, he is.
Listen, if anybody wants Chase Brown, I am inquiring and taking deals. He's probably my most movable player right now, unless you're maybe looking for JJ McCarthy
Making sure he's still there, Bam.
or Jared Goff. If you are looking for Bo Nix, that's going to be a good price too.
You still interested in Jackson Dart?
No.
Okay. To Malik Neighbors, Jackson Dart Slim might be your way to win the championship finally.
Then why you selling them?
Because I don't have Malik Neighbors.
You got Jackson Dart though.
I'm just trying to help you out.
Let the people know where they can find you, my good brother.
You can find me, Danny Ocean 41 Bam. Anyone taking shots, I just wanted to make sure you're still there. I hope you get your first round with DJ Hawkinson. You can find us here every Tuesday, except next Tuesday. We're off next Tuesday. Speaker_pod. D, where can the folks find you?
Yep, you can find me at Los Demix. That's LOSDEEMIX. Follow me on all socials at that name, LOSDEEMIX. Make sure you follow the pod, speak on it _pod. I'm excited. Next week, I'm going to be in Florida riding some roller coasters and whatnot.
I'm glad you ride roller coasters. Before we go, because I know let me ask you a question.
What's up?
Do you eat chicken pot pie?
Not really. Not like that.
Thank you.
Why?
Well, my wife, ever since we've been together, like she likes chicken pot pies, but I am of the belief that savory things do not go into pie crust. Only sweet fillings go into pie crust. And today, she was like, she was talking about chicken pot pies again. And I was like, oh, look at this recipe on TikTok. And I was like, oh, that's great. Still not interested.
Back when I played in the cold, it was cold. Michael Irvin. I say all that to say chicken pot pie is not it. You know what we got to do? We got to bring back the recipes. Fry that chicken or fry that fish, collard them greens, mac and cheese, little cornbread.
My wife can cook now. Hold on now. I'm just saying I'm not interested in the chicken.
I'm off your wife. I'm just talking. We got to get back. We got to move away from the chicken pot pies and the chitlins and just go back to the frying some chicken, frying some fish with some good old fashioned southern sides.
Yeah, we not no slaves. Chitlins, my dad still eat chitlins. Like, dog, them days over. Jim Crow on his way back. But Jim Crow.
Achille, you hear that? No more chitlins.
I don't think Achille eat Achille. I don't think Achille eats pork. I'm going to go out on that limb and say he does not eat pork.
Oh, you think he one of the brothers?
No, I don't think he's one of the brothers, but I just don't think he eats pork.
Nah, you can definitely. Nah, come on now. You definitely know Achille is a 5%er.
I just don't think he eats pork.
I know 5%ers don't eat pork.
I don't know what a 5%er is. I'll have to Google it. Bam, I know you love some chitlins, you country ass.
Bam.
Bam, am I going to see you Saturday, Bam?
What's a family gathering?
Yeah, because he said he's going to come down here.
Told you.
He's a Hotep for life. Is that 5% another way of saying Hotep?
No, listen, Achille definitely. Once you that painting lets me know Achille is extremely super pro black. Probably why his favorite team is the Ravens. Achille be fist pumping like heavy.
That's crazy, Bam.
He probably read a lot of like black poetry, like black authors. He probably know the autobiography of Malcolm X. I'm telling you, he wanted him. He is one of them. I'm telling you. See? Although that was Kyle.
Yeah.
Although I don't know Kyle. I fuck with some corn.
Man, I love corn. I love corn.
Are we? Bam said he's not coming down, and he sucked them things up like spaghetti.
He said he was gonna be here, and now he not. Man, whatever, dog.
Come on, Bam. We gotta do better. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back in 2 weeks. Which by the time we come back, you'll basically know if you're in the playoffs or not, and what seed you're basically looking at seeding, and if you
Yeah.
got a chance.
Don't
So
worry, I won't be in the playoffs.
listen, I have a chance, maybe, for 8 of my 9 teams to make the playoffs.
I've lost 7 in a row. We done here. Oh, his favorite team is the Steelers.
His favorite team was the Steelers. I thought his favorite team was the Ravens. His favorite team was the Steelers.
You know, that makes
And
sense, Jerome Bettis. That makes sense.
Ben might be like a super. He might be super blue. I mean, Akila might be super blue collar then. Oh, but
Okay.
still. Oh, so he's super pro black. He's just a Steeler fan. Okay.
Yeah, Jerome Bettis.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Send me love from Disney World. Hopefully, my flights don't get too delayed.